Hi, I'm Te, and today for my video presentation, I'll be delving into the statistics of the sport of basketball. In this presentation, I'll first introduce the sport of basketball, followed by just statistics, and finally, the evolution of the game. A quick little introduction about basketball. Basketball is a team sport consisting of two teams of 5 players each, with the main objective being to score an opponent's hoop while defending your own at the same time. The team is separated into 5 main roles. Here are the roles of each position, with some notable and famous players for each. At its highest level, basketball is played in the NBA League in the US. We'll explore the role of statistics and analyze the trends of game over time. Firstly, analyzing statistics can play a key role in these aspects of the game: performance analysis, game strategy, injury prevention, and drafting of new players. On towards drafting analysis, drafting is the process which teams select new and eligible players into the organization. The order of picks involve a lottery system where worse teams can have better odds of getting better picks to ensure competitive balance across the league. Thus, this is an important event to build teams with new talent, and for the rookies, the organization they will join and their salary. Looking at the draft numbers, we can see that the total number of players drafted has decreased over time, partially due to the introduction of the two-round system. Majority of players, 95%, also come from college background. By common sense, players who have more potential and are better are drafted higher. But how exactly statistically important are these top draft picks? Well, to analyze draft picks, I've used All-Star as one of the metrics. To become an NBA All-Star, a player must be selected by a combination of fan, player, and media voting for the starting lineup, aka they are the top performers. As expected, the number of All-Star decreases down the draft non-linearly. Similarly, we see a familiar shape and trend when we look at other important stats such as player efficiency rating and estimated wins added. Most notably, we can see that the players are divided into two groups based on performance: the first 10 picks and the rest of the picks. This means that the first 10 draft picks are of most statistical importance. However, this does not fully mean that after the 10th pick, the player does not perform. Most notable outliers include a top 5 current player in the league, Nikola Jokic of Denver Nuggets, who was drafted at the 41st pick. Moving on, we'll analyze how the game has evolved by looking through relevant statistics. Firstly, a quick recap of different scoring methods in basketball. There are primarily 3 types. Number 1, field goals that are worth 2 or 3 points. Number 2, free throws that are worth 1 point and given when a player has been fouled. And lastly, technical fouls which are the same as free throws and given for unsportsmanlike conduct. Using statistics, I'll answer one of the biggest questions in NBA. How has the introduction of the 3-pointer changed the game indefinitely? One result is that there's an overall improvement in player skill over time. The league becomes more competitive due to greater talent that adapts to the better and more efficient scoring method. This can be seen from the trend of increase in 3-point attempts and a decrease in 2-point attempts since the introduction in 1980. Using average field goal percentage, which is a statistic that adjusts for the fact that a 3-point field goal is worth 1 more point than a 2-point field goal, we also can see that players are better scorers and more efficient on the court. With the advent of 3-point shooting, they also have been less reliant on centers, aka big men, to score in a close vicinity of the basket with dunks or lobs. Coupled with statistics such as the average height and weight of players, we can observe this trend whereby drafted players are less emphasized on their physicality and more on their skill set, although their physicality is still important. Apart from the introduction of the 3-point line, other reasons that led to less physicality include rule changes such as hand-checking ban in 2004 and more emphasis on player longevity for better marketing. Now, let us find the pioneers of 3-point shooters, considering a minimum of 4 seasons played and an average of 300 attempts per season. From the line charts, we can observe notable patterns. Firstly, most of the top 3-point shooters are from last decade, hinting that a new generation of players grew up and evolved with a shooting playstyle. The most efficient shooter is Stephen Curry, who has led the rankings in both attempts made as well as conversion rate. In fact, we also can see Klay Thompson on both charts, his teammate in the Golden State Warriors. Together, the Golden State Warriors made 3-point shooting the basis of their play, creating a Warrior dynasty. This style of play enabled them to go to the finals 5 years in a row and win 3 championships, and even set an NBA's team season record of 73 wins to 9 losses. Safe to say, they are responsible for pioneering this style of play. Thus, I conclude my presentation on statistics in NBA, going through just statistics as well as the evolution of 3-point shooting. Thank you.